All right, I went ahead and started off a little bit here with a box. So I used my create, I made a box, I changed it to 20 by 20 by 20 in the edit poly mode. You can see if you hit your modifiers there, those show up. Down here, if you hit your move commands, you can see the coordinates. I changed the coordinates to 0, 0, and I guess I want them all at 0. So let me change this last one, 0, 0, 0. I'm going to leave that thing sit right at the dead origin of this thing, okay? So if I choose it, you can see 0, 0, 0, 20, 20, 20 across the board. I had it lined up, but I may have to move it just a titch with my little pan view here. And so you can see all of them. And now we're ready to edit. So I make sure create, and you can see that I've right-clicked or just clicked on it and I've renamed it. I'm going to go down to my modifier list, and in my modifier list, I'm going to choose Edit Poly. From Edit Poly, I'm going to choose the polygon, and I'm just going to draw a rectangle around the whole thing, and you can see all 6 sides now have been highlighted. Our first thing we're going to hit is called Inset. Click down here and hit Inset. Make sure that it is insetting by polygon, and then we're going to choose a value of 2 and hit check mark. Check mark again, and it should set it in, and now this thing box is starting to look like a crate, and that's cool. All right, our second step in here is we're going to create a couple of new vertices. All right, so to create a couple of new vertices, what we have to do is we have to go back to the edge face, and you can see on the edge face there's something called Insert Vertex down here. So I'm going to click it. I'm going to go to one of the edges as close to the middle as I can figure, and I'm going to just pick it here, I guess, and hit a insert there, and I'm going to do another one here. I'm going to go to my vertice tool, which is the little dots, and now with that vertice tool, they're both selected. It asks me to resize them, and it says if I push this X in, maybe even pull it out, it should help center them. I have no clue. Definitely didn't want to do that, so I must have grabbed the wrong thing. So hopefully they'll have recentered just because I did that. I don't know. All right, so with these two things still connected here, so let's go back to vertices again. With these two things still chosen, we're going to choose the connect button, and as you can see, a little white line should drop down. Now we hit edge, and so that edge is still highlighted, and now we're going to hit chamfer down here. See it? Chamfer. Click on chamfer, make sure it says 1, hit check mark. And so what it did was it put an edge right down the middle there. Now sadly, we've got to do this 6 more times. So you'll have to do this 6 more times, but I will tell you that you can get this all done at once. And then once you go through all the steps, you're going to switch back to Face Tool now. And on the Face Tool, you're going to choose the insides. And if you'll hit Control, you can hit here. Now, if you have more faces, if you've done this on other sides, you can just keep hitting Control. I did 3 at once. I did the top, the left, and the front all at one time. And then I spun my cube, and I worked on the other 3 opposites, the back, the right, and the bottom of it all at one time, and that's how I did mine. But once you choose your face tool, you choose extrude that we've used before, but this time you do what's called a negative extrude. You just go negative, and I think 2 would probably look all right, and you hit check mark. And as you can see here, you actually set this piece back in the crate, so it looks like this. So this is your basic idea of how to make a crate, and you'll need to do this to all 6 sides once you're finished here, but that's your start of it. Thanks.